New study from Switzerland found that LSD has therapeutic effects. The research was published Tuesday in the Journal of Nervous and Mental Disease. And the way the study worked, 12 people with life-threatening illnesses were given the drug. And that group had 20% less anxiety after taking a full 200 microgram dose during therapy sessions. Now, at the same time, low-dose subjects had more anxiety until they were switched to the full dosage. So this is the first study of LSD's therapeutic benefits in 40 years. How crazy is that? That, of course, with the U.S. government and our moratorium on studying different illegal drugs, we just haven't been able to go down the path of even questioning that, well, maybe this thing has some benefits. Nope, we walled off our minds to that because the government mandated we do it. Apparently, everywhere else around the world, they did the exact same thing. You know, the government said, it's bad, so you can't do it. Well, thank you, Daddy. Okay, we'll go walk away now with our tail between our legs. Like, what is that? What is that? When you didn't even know there could have been overwhelming therapeutic benefits or medicinal benefits or recreational benefits, but they didn't want us to try it. Well, now they tried it and they found out in the first study, this shit actually works. So I know a lot of people probably think, well, this is crazy, but look, as my initial response was when I read the articles on this, it stands to reason that obviously people take illegal drugs for their therapeutic effects. I mean, why else would they take it? And here's the thing, the dirty little secret that nobody wants to talk about, that if you dose these drugs, whether they're legal or illegal, if you dose different drugs that have psychological effects on people properly and safely, then yes, all these different things can be supplemental. I mean, I've seen studies on Adderall, for example. Adderall is basically amphetamine, okay? And it's like Ritalin. It's a stronger version of Ritalin. It's given to kids with ADD or ADHD, so they're hyperactive. And it works in a weird way because that's an upper. Adderall is an upper. But it's weird that when you give a kid who's already up an upper, it's like a double negative. It negates it and they're able to focus and they calm down. Strange, right? So we found out it works for that, and that's how it's prescribed nowadays. But there's also been studies that show that when SSRIs don't work, those are antidepressants, selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. If you give people regimented doses of Adderall, that helps cure their depression. Whoa. Okay, so what's going on here? Are we kidding? There's also there's been research done by psychologists and psychiatrists on dosing 10 milligrams of OxyContin or Vicodin or Percocet, any one of those, those opiate derivatives, those opioids. If you dose that, they made a guy take 5 milligrams in the morning, 5 milligrams in the afternoon. And no SSRIs worked on his depression, no therapy worked on his depression for years. They finally allowed him to do this because he had told them, when I was a kid, I recreationally took it. I was pretty fucking happy. Guess what happened? He went on a cycle of it. It got rid of his depression. So there's evidence that all these different drugs, whether they're legal drugs that are used for other things or they're illegal drugs, I mean, cocaine is very similar in how it functions pharmacologically to Adderall or other amphetamines. There are actual recreational uses, medicinal uses, therapeutic uses, in all these different respects. And these drugs aren't given their credit. Marijuana is one of the best for so many different things. It's not treated like that. Here's another example. Hallucinogenic, psychedelics, they've given people transformative experiences. I mean, what's his face? Bill Gates has talked about how, oh my God, this really changed my outlook on things. Steve Jobs said the same thing. I mean, Freud did enough cocaine to kill a small horse, as the old joke goes. Drugs can be either can be used for positive results or negative results. It just depends how you use them, why you use them, if you're being smart, if you're moderating, or if you're not moderating. The all or nothing mentality is just this leftover mindset from, the old school Puritan days. And like we learned about everything else in the Puritan days, it's fucking bullshit.